Hi, hello everyone. Welcome again to a new video. So this is our second video on Monday Dev tool. So we are just using this particular series to understand Monday Dev tool for our Agile management work, Agile sprints related work, how we can utilize this particular tool. There might be some teams who are using it. So if they want to learn about the basic set of features, how to get started quickly with this particular tool. So that's what this series is all about. So in the very first video, we created a workspace which was based on the software development, which was based on the sprints management. We created a sprint. We made it active. So this is our active sprint, October 26th till November 9th. 2 weeks of a sprint. These are the set of tasks. And we also tagged these tasks with the epics. We also estimated this task. We also utilized how we can view the agile insights. So in our second video, as part of this particular series, we will explore this particular section, which is called epics. So we already have 3 epics in our epics backlog, and we can also assign the epic owner. Let's say user management is for Anil, uh, and we have online payments for used by the creative learning. So this is how we can mention it. So it is already by Anil. This is by creative learning. So maybe we can get rid of one of them. So we can say we do not need Anil here. So this is assigned to creative. This is also assigned to creative. Let's say architectural pathway. It is not for creative learning. It is for Anil. So we have these epic honors, we can say, and we can also set the timeline. So let's say user management is the one which we want to start October 26th, and it will last till December, we can say 28th. Okay, so this is the timeline we have set for this particular epic, almost something within a quarter. Similarly, online payments is we will going to start somewhere in the 26th, we can say in January. So maybe we can say January 5th, and it is going to last till, let's say, 27th of March. So this is way we can, define the timeline. And also we can define the priority of the epic. Not all epics are going to have the same priority. So we can say architectural runway, this is like must have. Similarly, user management is also must have. Online payments is also must have. So that way we can define the priority. Let's say there is another epic which we can call it as dashboard reports. So this is the epic which we have defined, and we can say this is also kind of like must have. Now, another thing that we can do here is we can define the groups. So like this is one of the group which has already come with this workspace setup. So what we can do is we can uh, rename this group. We can call it as this, since this is Q4 2025, and we can say either, I think let's try to drag it because we want to complete the user management. So now we are saying, okay, this user management we are going to do in Q4, and hence we have mentioned this one. And also architectural runway we want to perform in the Q4. That means October, November, December period. And we can also set the date almost like similar. We started on October 26th, and it is going to last till uh, January, maybe whole of January. So this is how we can mention. And let's say we want to plan our work for Q1 2026. That means Jan 2026, Feb, and March 2026. So what we can do is we can create a new group. We can say add a group. So this is the new group, and we can call it as this is our Q1 2026. Okay, so this is basically to structure or to visualize, to have a roadmap for our existing epics in the epic backlog. So we are going to start online payments. So this is what we have mentioned here. Okay, and let's say this dashboard reports also we are going to have in the Q1. So this is how we can look at, what all epics our team has planned in each of the quarter, in the quarter remaining 2025, in the upcoming quarter of 2026. So we can easily do like that. And similarly, if we want to add a new group, we can say, okay, this is a new group and we can call it as Q2 2026. And whatever epics we are going to have, we can just start like placing them here. Let's say there is a epic about shopping cart. So that is going to be there. Then we can have uh, product categories, product listing. We can have admin report. So these are some of the epics, and we can easily drag them. We can say that, this is part of our Q2, and this is how it is going to be. So this is basically an idea about how to best structure our epics, define the priority, assign them to the owner, and we can also capture the requirements in the requirement section. So if you want to capture, like, this is the product requirements. So it says, like, name your whatever we want to call it. Like, I mean, if I can give an example of one of the epic, let's say user management, and what are the requirements. Okay, so we just clicked on the product requirement, and we can say for our application. So this kind of a thing we can easily, and then we can so there are so many other things as well, use cases and solutions overview. It's kind of like, capturing everything that we want to do as part of that particular epic or a feature. What are the requirements? What kind of design we are looking at? What are the wireframes? So we can, in details, we can fill out this particular section. So if we again go back and try to look it, I mean, it says, like, what exactly is the name, what we are trying to achieve, who are our target audience or personas, what are the constraints we have, the use cases, solution overview. So this is kind of a very detailed view compared to the other tools we have. So this is really nice, and because it kind of like captures almost everything related to that epic or a feature, like what we are trying to achieve, what are our goals, what is our target audience, what are the constraints, when we are trying to realize or implement this particular epic or a feature, what are the use cases, what kind of solution approach we have, and different set of requirements. So that was all about this particular short video. And also one more thing, we can group by whatever the grouping we have performed, different ways. We can group the epics by priority. So let's say, just for the simplicity, like online payments is critical, dashboard reports is also critical. I have just naming it, and shopping cart is something nice to have. And now if I try to group all my epics in the backlog by priority, so this is how it is going to structure. So it is saying, okay, these are my critical epics in the epics backlog, these are my must have, and these are my nice to have. And these are kind of like blank where the priorities are not defined. So if I say this is also nice to have, categories, admin reports is also critical. Now everything is gone as part of this one. Okay, and if we want like group by the planned timeline, so this is going to show based on that, and if we can clear it, it will return to the original format. That means how we have created the different groupings. So we have this group, we have Q1 2026, we have Q2, and then we have the epics backlog. So as and when we are planning for upcoming quarter, we can have the epics and then we can start like, exploring that epic both from the requirements and solution perspective, thinking about its task and the constraints. And I think this is kind of like very handy. So that was all about this particular video where we explored how to utilize the epic backlog, how to create the different groups, how to tag a quarter to an epic, and then do the quarterly planning and also utilize the group by feature. So thank you so much. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, please do share and subscribe. Thank you.